Okay, perfect. Go ahead and say and spell your name and give your title.
Kim Desmond, Chief Race and Equity Officer, KIM, D as in dog, ESMON, D as in dog.
And first of all, congratulations. This is a new job and a new role here in our city, as the mayor and I were just talking about a few minutes ago. There's a lot to be said, a lot to be done. What are some of the first of all, explain what this new role is. What does that mean? Chief Race and Equity Officer.
The position means that we will work with all of our city employees to ensure that we are building an equitable and inclusive government, a place where everyone in San Diego has the opportunity to thrive. And that looks like ensuring that our city services are responsive to all neighborhoods in our city and making sure that we tailor those services to the individual needs of the people in our city.
And it's a big role. For the first time, we've never had a person take on this specific role. And essentially, the way I understand it is, particularly during COVID, I mean, it obviously was happening before that, but before COVID, we really brought to light a lot of the inequities in our city, not just roads, but like parks and accessibility to parks and accessibility to computers or things that kids needed for school, being, at home with online learning. It takes somebody to sit and really try to pinpoint some of these areas and fix it, essentially.
It does, most certainly. And one thing I want to say to you is that you can't spell community without unity. And for unity to occur, you have to ensure that everyone has access to food, stable housing, recreational services, quality education. And so that's what equity is. Equity is about ensuring that everyone, all of us, to what the mayor always says, Mayor Gloria, is that all of us need access and opportunity to these things. And what that means is that, like you stated, historically, there have been inequities in city services in terms of access to these things. And so our goal with this office is to ensure that we are looking at the tailored needs of every neighborhood. We're looking at these needs and we're making sure that everyone's able to thrive. Now, what we're saying is that with this position is we're working with all 11,000 of our employees to say, people need different things in their neighborhoods. And there are some neighborhoods who may need their potholes taken care of. There are some neighborhoods that may need their libraries hours extended. There are some neighborhoods that need recreation centers. Equity is about not treating everybody the same. It's about looking at the individual needs of those neighborhoods and ensuring that everyone in our city can thrive. And that's what equity is about. It's about creating opportunities for everyone. It's about looking at historic inequities that is ingrained in our systems to ensure that we're creating equitable outcomes, which is why we dedicate our partnerships in our office to our innovation officer partnering with us, Kirby, to ensure that we are evaluating the outcomes in this work. And so equity most certainly is about making sure everyone has their needs met.
It's a big job, it seems like, to be able to look at the big picture and then or the pie and then slice the pieces of pie and look at each piece of pie. What are some of the first things that you have in mind? What's first on your list?
Well, the first thing on my list most certainly is to listen. It is important for me to listen to each unique neighborhood to make sure that I am hearing and seeing the city through their eyes, to make sure that I'm hearing about their individual needs. So I'm going to embark on a listening tour to go out and just really connect with everyone in our different neighborhoods, partner with all our city council districts to ensure that I'm very visible, I'm accessible, to make sure I'm taking back their feedback to City Hall to ensure that we are working with all of our employees. It is a big job. It's a very big job. We have a very big city. We have 11,000 employees. So one of my first jobs is to galvanize and mobilize all those employees to ensure that they understand how to do equitable work and they understand what it means to bring race and equity here to city government halls.
And you said a tour. So what does that mean exactly? Are you going to hold town hall meetings? Are you going to meet, how will you access the specific communities?
Well, I'm going to partner with not only organizations, but city council members. We have a robust community engagement team here in the mayor's office. And so I'm going to be out there. We're going to be going and holding hours at our libraries. We're going to make sure that folks can come in and can interact with me. I know we're in the pandemic, so we're going to be very safe about how we do it to ensure that folks can interact with us in very safe ways with the appropriate physical distance protocols in place. And so I'm going to be out in the communities listening to folks, providing a time to speak with people.
Excellent. Is there anything you wanted to say that I didn't ask?
Yeah, I would like to add that equity is such a word that's filled with many different meanings, and it can be used as jargon sometimes. So I'm here to say that equity has three main components. Equity occurs when everyone has access to resources and city services. Equity is also about bringing actionable outcomes to the work, ensuring that we're using innovation and data-driven practices. And last but not least, equity is about understanding that every neighborhood and every individual, they may have different needs. And we're going to make sure that we get in there and tailor our responses accordingly, ensuring that everyone in our city, all of us, can thrive.
Excellent. That seems like a good place